Well, here we are. It's now day 2, and still doing some record road tripping. This time I'm with my nephew Alex, and we're just going to be seeing what we can see. So you were talking about, before the camera started, about some music.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to introduce you to some of the new stuff, the newer stuff, because there's more in the world besides El King. You didn't know that.
Yeah, well, if it's as melodic and lyrics are as good, I'm just teasing back.
But no, what I was saying was, I asked you, what is the highest selling, or the most gross selling debut album from a UK band?
The Arctic Monkeys.
Well, I was gonna lead you in and say, do you think it's the Beatles? But it's not. Well, it's that band, the Arctic Monkeys. So
well, see, I got it right, didn't I?
Well, because I told you before the cameras rolling. But you know.
That's what you say, but no.
That's the viewers.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but no, it's just, I'm just trying to get you a good feel of what's out there nowadays, and I thought that was like a good, you know, a little bit of trivia. So I wanted to put them on, not that album. That's the highest selling debut, and the only reason that was so high selling was because that was around the time like the internet exploded, let's say, or social media at least. They were a MySpace band. They used to put a bunch of stuff up on MySpace. I don't know if you know what that is.
Sure.
It's like pre-Facebook. Anyway, so they put all this content on the internet and people started loving it. So in the run-up to the release of the first album, they already had so many fans. So to have it all compiled together on one album, people already knew of them. And, you know, they're one of the biggest bands out there now. Their last album, I think it was 2013 or 2012, titled AM, was like game changer for everybody. It was very accessible. It's like I don't know, I guess what you call like a party record. Like everybody had it, you know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah. But anyway, so I put them on because I wanted to put on what I said was one of my favorite love songs of all time.
Do you know?
It's called Cornerstone.
Oh.
I thought it was interesting to know because I'm a huge fan of them. My brother and I, your other nephew.
That's right, I do have another nephew.
Yeah, when that came out, like we were right in the middle of it, and we loved it.
But my other nephew, your brother, Mike, he's not really into collecting music, right?
No, he's more of a book guy. He loves music just like I do, but you know, for him it's disposable, sort of. You know what I mean? Like digital music he can do, and I do that too, but he doesn't really collect music too much. CDs he's got, but not fanatical about it. Books are his thing mostly.
That's cool. He likes regular, I guess, physical books. He's not big on, does he care if it's on a Kindle?
He's gotten more into the physical, like the tangible kind of side of it, I guess. Because he's got, like, you know, a nice collection now, and that's his thing. But he's just...
Well, that was pretty good. We just heard Cornerstone by Arctic Monkeys. And that was good. The lyrics were good, and the tune was good. Every time Alex plays me something, he mustn't only play things that he thinks that I would appreciate. Because every time... I don't remember a time where I said, this sucks.
That's not gonna play that for you.
But, you know,
maybe I'll put some stuff that I like now, where I'm gonna be like, you're gonna pull your hair out, but yeah, you gotta hear it all, I guess.
I mean, I'll tell you if it sucks, but I know what you think.
That's your opinion.
I'm just pandering to you. No, yeah, I'll tell you if I think it sucks.
Well, in a sense, I'm pandering to you when it's like, all right, I'm gonna put something on that you like. I'm afraid to put on the, you know, really real stuff that I like.
You might have to listen to some El King from my collection one day.
We could put on Connie Francis instead.
Connie Francis? Come on, man, get with the times.
El King's alright. I was so surprised. The X's and O's song. It's like a, you know, like a pop. It was like on a Target commercial or something. So when I heard you say that, I was like, really? I didn't know she was Rob Schneider's daughter either.
That's right.
Not that it affects anything, but you know. And, I mean, you bring her up all the time.
No, I don't. I just make videos. And,
all the time, every video.
I don't bring them all the time. Yeah, I bought an album, showed it in one video, then I got the CD in another video.
There's more than that. Nothing wrong with that, though. You like what you like. I would never tell you to stray.
What are you searching for?
I don't know. I'm flipping through, looking down.
He's flipping through his CDs.
Trying to see what to turn you on to.
Don't worry, he's a good driver.
Yeah, it's not illegal in any way. Maybe in many ways. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm just kind of flipping through, trying to figure out what to put on next logical step.
Of course, I see a lot of things I'm familiar with, but that's besides the point. That's not the point.
Yeah, it's not the point. There's plenty of Bob Dylan here.
I see Dylan, I see Beatles,
There's Clash, all the Beatles, I got here Ramones, all that stuff.
I see things I know already.
Yeah, it's things you love, but I mean, I could also...
No, it's a good opportunity to hear some different stuff.
Yeah.
And I know if Cedar Man out there is watching this, he's thinking, yeah, this is what you got to do. Stop listening to the Beatles, listen to everything else.
Is that one of your guys there? Well, there you go. Try something new. I think you might like this. It's a female vocalist, multi-instrumentalist named Karen Elson. She's a model. She was married to Jack White, and that's how I discovered her. But outside of even that connection with him or whatever, because I'm a big fan of his, has nothing to do with that, but she just has a beautiful voice, and I really like her songs. I've showed you some of them. She did a cover of Season of the Witch I showed you, and it was just
Must be the Season of the Witch.
Yep,
that one?
Yep. But I'll play some of the stuff here, and you can see what you think, because we're talking female
And this
vocalists.
again is Karen
Elson.
Elson.
E-L-S-O-N. She got a new album coming out April, I think.
Let's go.
All right. Love that organ on it.
See, I like the groove of this. I like the sound, the voice, the groove. It's very good. You know, I like it.
A little more out there for you. I don't know if that's more your style.
Well, the whole thing to me is, so, I don't know how to word it. Maybe some people watching this will know what I mean, who are older. It's all good stuff. I know there's a lot of people my age and older than me even that try it out all the time. I think there's people like me that just figure like, I feel if I was younger, if I was like in my teens and 20s, just like I did when in the 80s and everything, I was like hungry for the new stuff. I was going to the clubs, I was getting into whatever it was, Madness.
You're in the middle of
Flock of Seagulls, whatever it would be. It would be like, oh, you know, these guys are good, you know. But now when you get to be older, doesn't mean you give up on life, certainly not. But I feel more, I don't know, I don't know, you're less of a hunter.
Yeah, well, I can see that, because you're just not around it, you're not looking for it, and if it happens to come your way, I guess that's different. And I know exactly what you're trying to say. It's just hard for me to, like, express that not being in your shoes, but I get what you're, you know, I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things, and it's not a knock. You're
not shunning, knocking on them, but you just not having to have the time, or the effort's not there to do it.
Because I always joke, I say, you know, at the age I am, you know, if I was to just listen to nothing but everything that, like, the stuff I already have in life.
That's no way to live.
No way to live, but there's a couple ways of looking at it. But anyway.
No, I'm saying, like, you can't just stay in the time capsule, you know what I mean?
You can, in a way, but this is good discussion.
I don't mean that. I mean, okay, so you never listened to, for example, the Monkees back when you, for example, let's say, back then you never listened to the Monkees, but they came out around the time you were, you know, you were in the music scene, let's say.
Well, take even better, take like somebody like Johnny Cash.
Okay.
I'm just getting into him now, and
that's
I never
what I mean.
listened to him.
That's what I mean. The way you're putting it is like you get stuck in your ways, but I'm saying, like, yeah, but you can't, I took it as you were saying you can't discover stuff that was around even back then.
No.
You're like one straight way and there's no other deviation.
No, but it's just not enough time.
Johnny Cash.
There's not enough time. If I just played everything I have already,
oh, of course, and
watched all the movies and things I have already, I could spend the rest of my life, what's left of it. I mean, in a best case scenario, I mean, what's left of it, we never know. But
well, you know,
and not hear it all even probably one time.
And that's the thing of it too, is in this day and age, it's so easy to sample stuff. You know what I mean? You don't have to throw down, I guess, LPs now are what, $20, $25, even $30 for a single.
Sample stuff.
You know what I mean? You can sample it online, be like, you know what, I kind of like that. And that's what I do a lot of the time. And I'm kind of super into the experience. Like a friend of mine gifted me a CD, I think it was Nick Cave's newest album, Skeleton Tree. And he gave me a blank CD of it and said, try this. And I put it on for 1 or 2 songs and said, all right, that's it. I have to go out and buy this album to hear the rest of it. You know what I mean? I'm all about the experience, the first experience of buying it and putting it on. But like I said, I got in there with a song or two and then said, you know what, I'm going to save the rest, you know, as like a surprise or like the experience of first hearing it properly. So I knew I liked it. I was like, you know what, that's what I do. You know, so that's just personally me. Like, I'll listen to a song or two off a new album, especially if if something's coming out, let's say I pre-ordered something, I'm a firm believer in not knowing too much of it going into it. A lot of the time, I don't even listen to the new singles, or, you know, something's coming out at the end of the month. It's like, all right, I won't listen to the new single, I'll just wait till I get it in hand. And I know a lot of people like that.
There's an example I can give you. There's a new album out, and I don't know her last name. Her first name is Hope, and her last name starts with an S, but she was this singer in the group Mazzy Star from the 90s. And I think it's somebody you said you didn't hear of.
It's something I flipped through it at the store, but I wouldn't know unless you told me, like, hey, this is her song.
So there's something that one day Joe, the owner of my record store, was playing this Mazzy Star. I think it was an album from the 90s, and I said, well, I like her. I like that sound, and I'm interested. In fact, they're going to be re-releasing or putting for the first time on vinyl a Mazzy Star album on Capitol, and I'm going to buy it. But anyway, I was interested in this new album by Hope, so I'm going to play that.
Speaking of Capitol, did you see like that vault thing they're doing?
What is it?
They had like a big anniversary.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that's what it is. I noticed they're doing a lot of that, like
the anniversary.
The anniversary, so they're putting a lot of their.
They're going to re-release a lot of stuff, and I'm thinking of buying Mazzy Star. So this is a little Joe Strummer, right?
No, you can't.
Joe Strummer.
The long shadow on the ground.
So this is fun too. This is interesting.
I think he wrote it for Johnny Cash, or about Johnny Cash's life.
I could
Well, you know, a difference to me. It's hard to do. A difference to me is.
I'm tall on you. That's why I walk behind you.
That's good. It's going fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll seem smaller than you.
It's to me, the world was like a smaller place than it seemed when I was growing up. So it was like you could listen to something and everybody was kind of listening to it at the same time. Whereas this way, it seems like everybody could be in their own niche, and everybody could have like I was talking about this artist Jenny O. Even it's an artist from recent times, but yet even nobody who heard of her who even likes newer music, you know. So I was kind of like surprised that people didn't know her, and you could be lost on your own island even today.
Everything's so much bigger.
You know,
you didn't go into school watching, you know, everyone's talking about the Brady Bunch episode. That's all you had. Everyone, you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about the Partridge Family. That's all you have.
It was more communal. It was more everybody was together. I think that's what's missing with me with some today's stuff.
Do you like you like that show Breaking Bad? Did you watch it? It's like, yeah. So you fall again. You said like little corners and not so much. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe because you're not in it. Yeah, but it is kind of like that. But you have to find out everyone's talking about, then you get in on it.
So you have little niches around, like
corners,
little pockets of things.
All right, I want to.
Yeah. Well, that was a waste of time. Nothing worse than going into a store that smells like piss and that doesn't have anything of any worth. But you got to take a chance. I mean, I bought things here before. You know, today wasn't one of those days, and Alex didn't find anything either. So it looks to me like we're done. And I think there was a lady in there that was eating her lunch or something like that. Tuna fish sandwich.
You got a
seasonal
job for you.
Hire part-time.
There you go.
Delivery driver.
You can pay for your hobby.
Ah, look at this. First thing here was the Beatles. First. George Harrison releases. No, it's available. What do you got there, Al? Anything good? Oh, you got some stuff. That's cool. We'll see what it is when we get outside. That's like,
if it comes with me.
Oh, you might not buy it. Okay, I got so far. All I got here is a Beatles T-shirt. At least it's something. I'll show it to you more when I get outside. There it is. Okay. Also, I really love this George Harrison T-shirt. But it's good timing too. It's George Harrison's birthday. It's tomorrow. So. Well, it turns out that I did not buy either of those T-shirts only because, believe it or not, right now with all the records I've been buying, it's really tight, and I could do without those right now. So I'll get them another time. But Alex at least did manage to find something, and he got
Misfit single.
Misfit single.
It's probably just a repress, but it's interesting to me.
Wasn't it on colored wax?
Yeah, colored wax, white label, nothing, you know. That's what makes me think it's a repress. It's just, you know, not even a label on it. But I love it.
Well, maybe now, you know, this was fun, and next time maybe we'll go take a longer ride to Princeton Record Exchange or something like that.
You're driving, huh?
That's right. Later.